Today, I'm going to be talking about, for the first time, what the difference is in what a double die and machine doubling is. So, as you remember, the 69S, why does everything look blue? Maybe it's my point of view. I focus on the screen. But, so yes, the 69S, I thought it had an S over S RPM. However, by checking the amount of varieties of 69S RPMs that there are, none actually looked like this. Maybe I could have discovered a new one, who knows, but yeah, they didn't really look like they had this extra smear around. You know what I'm talking about? Because they had literally, inside the actual S, splitting. So what I think is maybe the S could have been, and then the coin would have moved slightly as the hammer lifted off. Which, that's what I think. I suggest searching it up of how something like this would happen. Of course, at first sight, this would fool some people. But once you know the actual story of why, and when you look at the actual die markers that tells you what it is, So I could also show you an image of what a double die would really look like. Not something like this, but you'll get the idea. So as you see in the photo, I had an example of a 1941. I showed you an example of a 1941 double die verse, which if you saw how doubled that really was, yeah, it might look similar to that, but that's not machine doubling. That was, honestly, now I'm really looking back in the video, I don't think much would have been learned. I mean, no words to properly explain. Yeah, I'm not sure that helped. Sorry. Credit for the images that you use, especially what was what. But yeah, this, combining all these clips will be a pretty long video, so, yeah. If you want to, you can search up more about it. Or I could do an entire video, if that's preferred. Which I already think this is, but still. Yeah. Alright, goodbye. Hope you learned something.